Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ani Zulaika binti Muhammad Zaini. So today, my group and I will be presenting about a company named Petronas. My part is vision, mission and objective. As we know, every company or organization has its own vision, mission and objective. It is very important for every company or organization for strategic direction. It helps the employee know the purpose of its existence and core values. It also helps a company or organization to set priorities, allocate resources and ensure that everyone is working towards common goals and objectives. Now, let's take a look at the vision, mission and objective of Petronas. First of all, Petronas' vision is to be a leading oil and gas multinational of choice. Then, the mission of Petronas is, we are a business entity. Petroleum is our core business. Our primary responsibility is to develop and add value to this national resource. Our objective is to contribute to the well-being of the people and the nation. And now, we are going to look at Petronas' objective, which is to deliver energy solutions that fuel progress in a responsible manner. The company's commitment is to conduct and grow business in ways that contribute positively to society and the environment. First, Petronas aims to drive long-term business value creation through responsible investment. So, the company is going to explore green hydrogen production in Asia. Next, Petronas wants to reduce environmental impact by transitioning to lower carbon energy solutions by using innovative operations and technologies. The strategy that Petronas uses is to harness the power of the sun. Besides, Petronas aims to create positive alliances with the communities where the company operates by protecting and adding value to the well-being of employees, partners and communities. In order to achieve that, Petronas Tegangan Berhad, which is PDB, organized the Love Local campaign with the purpose to rally Malaysians in support of local products and ultimately stimulating domestic consumption. That's all from me. Thank you.
For our financial performances of Petronas for the last 3 years, there are ups and downs in the company revenue, such as the revenue of 2019 to 2020 has been decreased because the pandemic COVID-19. COVID-19 has affected all kinds of business, including Petronas also. The revenue has been decreased from 240.3 billion to 178.7 billion ringgit Malaysian. This make Petronas revenue drop to 26% because of the government implemented a movement control order that restricted the movement of many people. However, revenue of year 2020 to 2021 has been increased from 178.7 billion to 248 billion ringgit Malaysia. It shows that the MCO was a cause that Petronas revenue dropped down. Besides that, the increasing of the revenue for 39% in revenue make a big impact in the company because the raising energy prices that following a rebound in demand for gas like petroleum product and liquefied natural gas. For Petronas asset, it was also has been decreasing from the year 2019 to 2020 because of the pandemic. But the year 2020 until 21, the company asset has been increasing rapidly because the demand of the petroleum product. For year 2019 to 2020, the asset of the company decreased from 622.4 billion to 574.1 billion ringgit Malaysian. The percentage of the decreasing asset was by 8% by the year 2019 to 2020. Meanwhile, from year 2020 to the year 2021, the total asset increased rapidly from 574.1 billion to 635 billion ringgit Malaysian. This means total asset has been decreased by 11%. Growth in asset during the year was attributable to higher cash and fund investment, as well as the higher receivable in line with higher benchmark. That is all from the financial performances of Petronas.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Umar bin Razlan. I'm here want to talk about strategic issues in Petronas company. So, the first one is we're gonna talk about pandemic issues. As we know, the world has been awakened by the presence of COVID-19 virus that has affected human life. Well, it had affected so many companies and industries, including Petronas. COVID-19 has disrupted business activities, which in turn has slowed down the oil demand. This is because throughout COVID-19, the government has implemented a movement control order, MCO, that has prevented people from going out freely. As we know, before the pandemic, everyday people will be using their vehicles to go work, on holiday, and so on. But because of the MCO, the usage of vehicles will decrease automatically and will eventually cause a decrease in oil demand. Because of that, the economy of Petronas will also decrease. Let's move to number 2, which is political issues. For example, the political issues in Sudan. Sudan's transitional government has issued an arrest warrant against the country manager of Malaysia's national oil company, Petronas. Source said the actions against Petronas, as well as other foreign investors citing allegations of corruption, could negatively affect future bilateral relations. The ongoing war and economic instability also contributed. For example, the war between Russia and Ukraine has blocked the importation of oil since Russia is a key oil and a gas producer. The last one is financial issue. As a national company, Petronas acts as the custodian of the country's petroleum resources. So, with oil prices that have increased more than 80% since the end of October last year, Petronas is likely to be tasked with paying a higher quantum of dividends to its shareholder, which is the federal government. This is because Petronas needs to help make ends meet in the current challenging climate. This is also related to climate issues. These are the strategic issues in Petronas company that have affected the country economy as well. But all issues or problems must have their own solutions. For example, the issue that Petronas face mostly is about political issues. But even with that issues, Petronas still managed to prosper growth and operate whether locally or in other countries. That's all from me. Thank you.
I'm here to talk about SWOT analysis of Petronas. SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats of an organization. The strengths and weaknesses are the internal factors, whereas opportunities and threats are the external factors. As one of the GLC company, Petronas can easily cooperate with other companies and get a lot more opportunities in various aspects. On the other hand, Petronas also have an advantages of being the well-recognized organization. For instance, Petronas rank has been attributed to the result of its brand strength index (ESI), which increased from 87 last year to 87.7 in 2002. This company has also become one of the national oil companies that have transformed itself into a leading multinational of choice and ranked among the largest corporations of FTSE Global. The development of technology also brings the benefit for this company, and this development keeps assist them to grow and develop more and more. As we all know, Petronas, which is a multinational company, also assured of the quality of its workmanship, and that such a result lead to the more cost-effective research and development, R&D and development and production (D&P).
Nevertheless, Petronas also have weaknesses and flaws. As what we have been observed, Petronas' performance seems to not as active as before. While the pandemic strikes, it's reported that revenue declined 17% year-on-year to 7.1 billion, largely as a result of lower product prices driven by soft demand and high supplies of petrochemicals. Move to the opportunities, Petronas would have the capability and chances to develop more if they brainstorm and create a creative idea to recover and successfully revival. We can see the effort that we made by Petronas in order to increasing their marketing, such as make a creative video to spread awareness, make a great content to advertise their brand, and introduce the best service to customers. Furthermore, Petronas should expect some challenges and circumstances in the global market. As we all know, oil and gas are major industry in the energy market and play an influential role in the global economy as the world's primary fuel resources. So intense competition in this sector is undeniable. Petronas should come up with good strategies and plan to keep stable and steady. In addition, this sector involves the natural sources, and this type of source can be renewed and lessened day by day. Meanwhile, the consumer demand is increasing year by year. This will affect the market, and Petronas should consider the best way to maintain resources while satisfying the customer needs.
Next, for strategy to strengthen the company's position. First, enterprise resources planning or ERP. This kind of planning is suitable and applicable for Petronas as it will cover on three big scopes of business, which is marketing, recruitment or cooperation, and research. In addition, Petronas also have the quality on the bond with the customer. This company also can do well in the bonds with other corporation and brands, whether in our beloved country or worldwide. So, this planning strategy very recommend due to its recent and fast result, hence retain the long-term investment of the business, as well as keep Petronas going at its finest. Second, improve operational efficiency. This is the core strategy that should be upgraded into the best strategy. Since our economy is still in the expansion back after the pandemic, the efficiency in operating is main reason on why Petronas got their success. But they had started slow after the COVID-19 lockdown. We believe that when Petronas done this improved strategy, they can cut more costs and increase their GDP in the future, which means Petronas can gain higher gross margin profit from the products as operating at the lowest cost. The reputation of Petronas will be protected at all costs if they implemented all this strategy.